Don't just go in there and just like go ham. Because I think a lot of guys watch porn. They think it's like, I need to just slam this girl the whole time. And the reality is like, that's probably not even gonna make her orgasm.
No.
Right?
No.
What are some things that would increase the likelihood of orgasm during sex? Instead of just going ham, what would you say?
Taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
Having a good rhythm. Having a good stroke.
Yeah.
Acknowledging that you're having sex with a person.
Yeah, I think so. I think the stroke itself is like a really big thing, and having a steady stroke over time, not just like going ham, like jackhammering the girl or like bunny rabbit fucking the girl, but like a nice rhythm, steady stroke that happens for an extended period of time. That's actually gonna allow the girl to like build it up, right? That's like how you can build up to an orgasm, because either the dude's going like way too crazy or he's just constantly switching rhythms, right? And it's like it's never, I guess, building up, or it's not going long enough in one certain rhythm to actually lead to an orgasm, would you say?
Yeah. Also, for guys to use more of their other body parts, like their hands while they're having sex, or their mouth, or like like switch it up. Like you can pull out and do other things.
Yeah, like sex isn't just about using your D and going in.
Yeah.
Okay, your D is just one part of the body. That's the part that's going in, but while that's going in, you have two hands that you could be using. You have your mouth you could be using to kiss, to talk, to communicate. The rest of your body could be touching her hair, her neck, this area. I could be kissing this area. I could be touching this area. I could be massaging, stroking. There's a lot of different things you could be doing while your D is going in her. It's not just about the D.
The number one advice that I would give for men during sex is to be present. Guys have a bad habit of like when they're having sex that they forget what's going on.
Okay.
Like they forget that they're having sex with a human being, and then they're just like,
yeah, too focused on themselves and the fact that they're having sex.
Yeah. I think too many guys stay very quiet too.
Girls
they don't
too.
even like moan.
Guys and girls, they just kind of like, and even if the lights are off or dimmed, like if the lights are dimmed and you're not talking, what's going on? Like both you guys are just like in your heads, like having sex. Like it's a combined experience between you and your partner. Okay, so the more you can communicate what you like, the more encouraging you can be with your partner about these things, the more they're likely to do those things, okay? So like when you're not talking and you're not encouraging, and I'm not saying you need to like coach them, but as the guy, I think you should lead a little bit during sex. Like if the girl's doing something I like, I'll literally tell her like, yeah, that's it, keep doing that, or do more of that. Oh, I like it when you do that. Oh my God, I love the way you're doing that. Keep doing that. Do more of that. Okay, I'm literally encouraging and leading. I'm not like coaching her like, hey, I want you to do this. But it's like the things that she's doing right, or the things I think she needs to do more of that gets me more aroused, I'm gonna verbalize those things. And when the girl sees that I'm more into those things, she's gonna get into it more. Okay,
yeah.
That's a big part of this. Like whatever the guy's into, as long as it's communicated the right way and it's encouraged, the girl gets off on the fact that you're getting off on it.
Yeah.
Because you're attracted to that part of her. You know, like if she's doing something I really like and I'm encouraging her to keep doing that thing and I'm telling her to do more of it and she sees that I'm really into it, she gets off on the fact that I'm getting off on it.
For sure. A lot of my friends tell me that they get turned on from giving pleasure. Like a lot of girls are like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like girls can literally get wet from sucking your D.
Yeah. Especially if you're reacting in a good way, like, and it'll make her suck it better.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like usually they're like quiet in their head and the girl's probably thinking like, what am I doing?
Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Okay?
For sure.
So if the girl's doing something to you and you like it, you need to verbalize it. Okay? You need that encouragement. You need that supportiveness. You don't understand how insecure girls are. Like, they're constantly in their heads about this stuff. So if you're just sitting back, like, just like in your head, you're like, okay, that's
Chilling.
cool. I'm getting my D sucked right now. Like, this is all going on in your head, but you're not saying anything. She's like, okay, am I doing it right? Am I not doing it right? Like, what's going on here?
Even if it's, like, not that good, I feel like if you say some encouraging words...
Exaggerate it.
It'll get better. For sure. Like, even if it's horrible, just be like, yeah, like, so good.
Yeah.
And then she'll probably get out her head and she'll be like, okay, like...
Yeah. They need that encouragement. They need that leadership there. So whether it's just for having sex or whether it's like when she's like sucking your D or leading up to orgasm, she wants to hear that verbal affirmation that you're enjoying it, that it's pleasing you. And I promise you it's going to make the sex so much better. Even the first time we had sex, I was like talking in her ear the whole time, encouraging it, verbalizing it. And even afterwards, she probably doesn't even remember this, but literally she was like, wow, I really liked like those things you were doing, like when you're talking in my ear, this and that. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Okay, so that goes a long way during sex, making the girl orgasm, all of that stuff. Okay, the more you can verbalize it, the more you can give that encouragement, the more likely she's gonna be into it, the more likely she's gonna be to get off, and the more likely it's just gonna be a good experience mutually.
Yeah, I agree.
What are some things guys could say during sex that would make the experience more enjoyable? That would maybe
just to be
even
positive, like that feels good. Like, yes, keep going. Wow, that feels amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just anything positive is gonna fucking work. I feel like a lot of people are scared to talk during sex because it's like, oh my god, it's gonna sound so awkward, and you're like, but just say it. Just go for it. Like, 99% of the chance it doesn't sound weird.
It's more awkward when it's silent than when you talk. You think it's going to be awkward when you talk. It's actually more awkward when it's just silence. Because when it's silent, you're automatically in your head. When you're actually talking, you're out of your head. You're listening to the other person. You're communicating with each other. So the more you talk and communicate, the more in unison you guys can become, the more enjoyable this is, the more likely she is and you are to orgasm. Easy words that you guys could say during sex to help increase the likelihood of her orgasming is...
That feels so good. Oh, that's perfect. Oh,
just like that. Just like that.
Amazing.
Just like that, okay?
You can say a million things.
Oh my god, it's so fucking wet. Oh my god, baby. Oh my god, I love how wet that pussy gets for me.
You also should be, like, observing the other person, like, not with just your words, their reaction to your words, but with everything. Mm-hmm. You should be present and aware of what's going on.
So you're going to start off slow. The moment we get into sex, I'm not just going all the way like, oh my god, I'm going to fucking own that pussy tonight. Oh my god, that pussy's fucking mine, right? That's just, like, a little too much. Yeah. You can build up to that. It could get to that point, but I'm not coming in with that right off rip, right? I'm probably going to start off with something a little bit more subtle, just like, oh, that feels so good. Oh my god, baby, you're so wet.
Yeah, start off simple. I die when people talk during sex. I'm like, yeah, finally.
Because girls are imaginative. Half of the girls' orgasm is correlated to their mental. For sure. Guys are more physical stimulation. Okay, girls...
But it's also guys too.
Yeah, of course. But I would say girls more so. If you want to make a girl orgasm, you need to be able to get inside of her mental, into her psyche. Okay? If you can't tap into that, you're never going to really have that mind-blowing orgasm that she's craving, because half of it is in the mental, in the psyche. So the way you're going to do that is through communication. Okay? Guys have a tendency, it's probably just from watching too much porn. They think they just need to pound the girl into orgasm.
That never works.
It doesn't.
It never works. It's impossible.
Okay? She's gonna be like, okay, this dude's like this dude's like bunny rabbit fuck me.
It's happened to me where I'm like, in the middle of sex, I'm like, is this a joke? Like, is this a joke? Yeah. Like, I feel like a fucking mom rabbit right now.
Yeah. and the dude probably thinks he's doing a stellar porn type performance.
I don't think so. I think the dude just doesn't give a like, they forget where they are and what they're doing. I don't think it's the point. I think they just are so in their own, like,
head
that they're not present anymore. They're like trying to reach orgasm.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And by the way, if you want to work with me personally to implement any of the techniques in this video to become more socially confident, get more women in your life, build a bigger social circle, and really just dominate life in any aspect socially, I can help you with that. I'm the fucking guy for that, okay? Been doing this for a long time. I've transformed myself going from a video game nerd loser to becoming one of the top guys in the industry with this stuff, okay? So if you're interested in working with me personally, click the link below, click the link in the description, fill out the application, and we will be contacting you to discuss further details. Until next time, Coach Kyle signing out. Peace.